Thank you very much. Just to get this out of the way early on, yes, I am a Northerner, but I am not one of those London Northerners. I mean, you know what I mean? We've all met the London Northerner. Very keen to tell you just how wonderful the North is, and how much friendlier everybody in the North is, and how much more value for money things are in the North, and just how generally better the North is, just not quite enough to want to live there. Before we start, just a moment's thought, please, for Pope Benedict, passed away a few weeks ago. Yet another tragic member of the 95 Club. Because these famous people keep weirdly dying at the age of 95, don't they? Nelson Mandela, June Brown, a.k.a. Doc Cotton from EastEnders, Norman Wisdom. It's weird. Politics has been weird for the past year and a bit, hasn't it? We had 3 prime ministers last year. 3. Started off with Boris Johnson, who had to quit when he turned out to be a bit of a liar. First thing he did afterwards was whisk Carrie off for a belated honeymoon. They went to Slovenia because Boris Johnson said it's the one place that's got the word love within its name. Boris Johnson should have gone to Scunthorpe. And then I think I got about 4 gigs out of what I promised you was some solid gold Liz Truss material before she overtook George Canning to be our shortest ever serving Prime Minister. And at least he had the good grace to die. Liz Truss is now the political equivalent of Paul McGann's Doctor Who. In 25 years' time, Prime Minister fans will attend conventions at the Excel Centre, debating whether Liz Truss can truly be considered canon or not. This year started off with a load of headlines about concern of people coming in from China, potentially bringing in a new and unknown strain of the coronavirus, and the government flip-flopping about what it's going to do about it. It's beginning to look a lot like 2020. I'm all right, I'm prepared this time. I've gone back to stockpiling the old penne from Lidl. I was in there the weekend, actually. I took with me a voucher which entitles me to £5 off when you spend £25 at Lidl. I don't know if anybody here has ever tried to spend £25 at Lidl. It is like Brewster's Millions. It's difficult even spending it on that weird non-food aisle. You know, that mental non-food aisle that goes down the centre of Lidl. The sort of, excuse me, do you sell insect repellent? Why, yes, sir, it's in aisle 4, between the Family Fortunes interactive DVDs and the top hats. Just end up clutching a 2-litre jar of sauerkraut. Going, are we really going to use this? Well, we filled 2 trolleys and we're still only on £6.38, so chuck it in. What else is going on? Everyone's on strike at the moment, aren't they? I think you probably noticed this. Everybody's on strike. The teachers, the nurses, the postmen, the heritage professions, as I call them, the boring old jobs. But what happens when the people with the modern, exciting jobs go on strike? The YouTubers, the influencers, the mummy bloggers. Oh, the boomers have got their stories of the 1979 winter of discontent, when the streets were piled high with litter and you couldn't bury the dead. But we'll have tales of when the YouTubers went on strike and the streets were piled high with boxes because there was no one around to unbox them. The influencers downed tools and we were all walking round blindly, unaware of who was feeling #blessed that day. And there were lakes of undrunk Prosecco, because the mummy bloggers weren't around to tell us it was 5 o'clock somewhere. Am I right, ladies? Finally, at least we got to the end of 2022 without Putin dropping the nuclear bomb on us. I don't want to die in a nuclear war. I've still got things to achieve. I don't ask for much in life. Just a 2-page interview in the Times, headlined "Laugh Begins at 40, How Funny Man Matt Made It Big in Middle Age." I think we've got to get out of London, haven't we, before Putin starts chucking his bombs around. Get out of London. I'm thinking of moving back to my hometown. I grew up in Crewe in the 1980s. If you wonder what Crewe was like in the 1980s, shit. Just go to Crewe now. But it's not going to get bombed by Putin, is it? He doesn't know it's there. But that should be the new slogan of the Crewe Tourist Board. Crewe, Vladimir Putin doesn't even know we exist. Thank you very much. Have a great night.